We're excited to be here tonight. It's a gorgeous night. We had a beautiful sunset, beautiful view here of the balcony. I hope you're all feeling good. We're happy to have you here. Welcome again. My name is Aliana Gomez. I work for 6ABC. I anchor our 10 a.m. newscast. It's the only all-female newscast in Philadelphia. Yes. Come on, ladies. Where you at? Where the ladies at? Where are the people that like the ladies at? All right, not so many in here. All right, we'll work with that. Come on. Anyway, I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me as your host. It is truly an honor to be here tonight in front of all of you. On behalf of Esperanza Immigration Legal Services, Board of Directors and staff, we're so glad that you took the time out of your night to come out here and be here as well, as we are celebrating hope for immigrants, our shared humanity. As I said, it's my honor to be your host this evening as we raise support for some of the most important members of our communities, immigrants. These are the students, the parents, the teachers, workers, small business owners, family members, new voting citizens, educators, and more that truly make up the fabric of our city and our nation. And also our society, and each has their own dreams for the future, contributions they desire to make, not just for their own personal goals and personal lives and families, but also for everyone. So thank you again for your support for EILS. Each has their own story of hope. Tonight you're going to have the opportunity to learn more about EILS's transformative work here in the heart of North Philadelphia, witness the stories of hope that we're going to talk about, of people in the room around you, and also celebrate two incredible honorees, Dr. Jack Ludmere and Professor Michelle Pistone. Yes. We are going to be honoring them for their extraordinary leadership on behalf of immigrants and EILS. So let's give them a bit of a round of applause. We're going to celebrate them more tonight. Are we ready? ¿Estamos listos? ¿Sí? We ready? All right, let's get started. I'm going to invite the Chair of Board of Directors, Michael Malvi, to share some brief remarks. Listen, Michael, you want to? Hello, there he is. Thank you.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Wow, what an amazing crowd. This event gets bigger and bigger every year. As Aliana said, thank you very much. I'm Mike Malvi. I'm the Chair of the Board of Directors for this amazing organization. When I came to this board 12 years ago as a board observer, I was a lawyer, but I knew nothing about immigration law. And I was immediately just captivated by the work that this organization did. And for a long time, I used to call EILS the little engine that could, because it was such a small organization running on a shoestring budget. But I think if we look around the room right now, that is not a fair name for an organization that can throw an event this amazing. So we've come a long way, but we have a lot of work left to do. I am really excited to see a lot of familiar faces in here. A lot of the people who've been supporters from us, some people since the very beginning of the organization. But I want to spend a little bit of time before we get to our main program in thanking some of our sponsors here tonight and a few very special guests who are in attendance. Willie Garcia is here. Is Willie here? Can you raise your hand? Hey, Willie. All right, so Willie is an alumni of the Esperanza family, but he is currently the City of Philadelphia's first Director of a Latino Engagement. And we're really excited to have him here. It's a position that's frankly long overdue for this city to have, and we're really excited for what you're going to bring to the city in helping our community. To all the new faces here, thanks for coming. I really hope you enjoy the event tonight. You learn a thing or two about what Esperanza Immigration Legal Services can do. I hope you're friends for life after tonight. But I want to talk to our sponsors first. So first, I want to thank our lead sponsor tonight. They are a Ray of Light sponsor, and that is the Villanova University College of Professional Studies. Thank you so much. I see a lot of Villanova people here. a lot of little V's on lapels, and thank you for coming out and supporting us. We have two Torch of Liberty sponsors, or several Torch of Liberty sponsors tonight, one of which is my own law firm, Galfan Berger. You'll be hearing more from them in a minute. We have Philadelphia-based immigration law firm Palladino, Isbell, and Kazaza. They've been sponsors for several years now, and you have a great group here tonight. Thank you for coming, as always. I'd like to thank Temple Health. We have a great group from Temple Health here tonight. It's great to have people in the healthcare community here to support us. And then we have two individual Torch of Liberty sponsors, Mary Rosa Colon and Eric Zager. Thank you both for your very generous donations. We have a number of Beacon of Hope sponsors tonight. The law firms Ballard Spahr, Deckert, Hogan Lovells, McKenna Snyder, and also individuals Lisa Clark and David Haas. Thank you so much for your support tonight. Round of applause. Our presenting sponsors tonight are 6 ABC News Media, which provides us with our wonderful MC tonight. Thank you so much. We have Primitive World Productions, who prepared an amazing video you're going to see in a little bit. And we also are supported by Impacto Media, which has an incredible newspaper that is available citywide. And we clearly, if you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend it. It's articles in English and Spanish, and it really gives you a feel for what's going on in the community that Esperanza serves. At this time, we have a quick message from my firm, Galf Van Berger, congratulating Esperanza on their night tonight, if you want to run that video.
Por más de 75 años, el bufete de abogados Galf Van Berger ha ayudado a miles de clientes a superar algunos de los mayores desafíos en sus vidas.
Esperanza Immigration Legal Services brinda ayuda a los inmigrantes de Filadelfia y sus familias mientras superan sus propios desafíos en su camino a la ciudadanía.
En Galf Van Berger sentimos afinidad con la misión de Esperanza. Estamos orgullosos de apoyar su vital trabajo.
Thank you. It means a lot. It was great to meet many of you on the deck earlier. First is Walter Tolliver. He is the Executive Vice President of Esperanza, and Anu Thomas, our Visionary Executive Director. And they're here to tell you a little bit more about where EILS came from and where we're looking to for the future. Thank you.
Esperanza established EILS in 2009 after years of advocating for comprehensive immigration reform. Despite those advocacy efforts, there was a very real need on the ground in our neighborhood for legal representation. While there were numerous providers in other parts of the city, there remained a gap in services here in North Philadelphia where immigrants were taken advantage of by unlicensed notarios. We were welcomed by the immigration legal services community, and today EILS is well regarded as a leading immigration legal services provider. With a unique emphasis on the city's Spanish-speaking immigrant population, EILS is a growing and indispensable part of the network here. Right here on this main campus, immigrants who receive services from EILS are also surrounded by other opportunities: access to K-14 education programs, including a college, benefit services, workforce development, the list goes on. Each is designed to provide immigrant families and new citizens with dignity and economic mobility. It's a place to be understood, to call home, and to experience the transformative moments that make opportunity possible. In 2023, EILS decided to make all of its services free to low-income immigrants as part of our commitment to making hope happen here in North Philadelphia. I may be partial, but I can say without a doubt that EILS is a place worth investing in. Now I'm going to turn it over to Anu.
Hello, everybody. Bienvenidos. Welcome. Whether you are a longtime supporter of EILS or just learning about us today, we are so glad that you are here. I want everybody to take a moment and plant your feet to the ground. Can you feel the way that you're connected to the ground? How we are all here together, walking on the same planet, breathing the same air, feeling the same waning light on our faces. This is the feeling that inspired the theme of our event today. In a world filled with humanitarian crises, anti-immigrant sentiment, and division, today, together, we celebrate that which unites us, our shared humanity. At EILS, our free legal services are a lifeline to the communities that we serve here in North Philadelphia. We hear often from our clients that being at Esperanza, surrounded by those who speak Spanish and served by a team that looks like them, means everything. This year alone, we served 163 individuals through legal applications and hundreds more through referral services and legal rights education, continuing our 15-year history of serving thousands of low-income immigrants in Hispanic North Philadelphia and beyond. Our services include help with naturalization, green card and DACA renewals, and humanitarian visas. Then in 2021, we began helping asylum seekers with their applications and to better understand this complex labyrinth of legal processes surrounding seeking refuge in this country. As we speak, EILS is teaming up to create its first asylum clinic, mobilizing volunteers from the VISTA program, which you'll hear more about today, from across the country to support more than 20 Spanish-speaking asylum seekers. The impact of these services are life-altering. This year, we mobilized more firms and volunteers, navigated more complex cases, and forged more partnerships than ever before. And we couldn't be prouder. I want to invite you all to share in the stories of 3 clients, some of whom are here with us today. Jacmeli left Venezuela due to volatility in her home country, but longed for her family members, the culture, the flavors of her home. Here she found community, the beauty of the changing seasons, and how to master a new language. She found strength within herself that she didn't know she had to plant roots and grow. Jacmeli was motivated in part to get her citizenship, to reunite with her father, who was unwell in Venezuela, and EILS's seamless services saved her precious time to be with her loved ones sooner. Thank you, Jacmeli, for being here, and Josue. Thank you. Mohammed tried to file his naturalization by himself multiple times, but without counsel, the process fell apart. After finding EILS, the process went without a hitch. Now, as a U.S. citizen, he hopes to take his wife, who is Cuban, and his son to travel back to see his dear family members in Jordan, his native country, embracing this unique identity that he has created. And Omar, an economics professor in Colombia, came to the U.S. seeking a life that wasn't accessible back home. He was separated from his children for many years, and their relationship suffered. He shared with us that working with our staff and our volunteers was life-changing, including with our board member, Gonzalo, who helped him to prepare for his naturalization interview. Now he will rebuild his relationship with his children with the stability of the status that EILS was able to secure. He inspired us with his vision of how, as an immigrant, one could have a powerful impact to grow communities and economies. The desire to be understood, to return home to loved ones, to live with dignity, and to bring change. These are the threads that weave the fabric of who we are. The reality is this. Through our partnerships, our volunteers, our compassionate team, our dedicated board, and our daily work here at EILS, we honor in our clients that which ties us all together, our shared humanity. As we continue on with our program, I hope that you will take in the stories that are placed all around you. This work matters. It is urgent, and it must be shared by all of us. Thank you.
Let's give another round of applause for Anu, the executive director. Anu, thank you so much. And also, speaking of honoring EILS clients, There are some very talented artists right here in Philadelphia. We have some of the best talent in this city, and capturing the sense of shared humanity and overcoming really what is so much of part of the immigrant experience. Selena Carrera, known as Cage Bird, grew up right here in Philadelphia during the golden era of hip-hop and soul. You heard her beautiful angelic voice if you were outside. And hopefully you'll be able to hear her some more in a minute too. A Puerto Rican, Cuban, Brazilian descent, Boricua. Cage Bird, okay, Boricuas. Cage Bird's house was always stirring with colorful blends of music influenced by her father, a DJ, dancer, Afro-Taino percussionist, and her mother, a Latin dancer. She was a winner of Best Music Video in the Georgia Latino Film Festival, toured with Lauryn Hill and Pras Michel of the Fugees, and was featured on So Far Sounds, Best of the Listening Room. Tonight, she's joining us and accompanied by Al Zamora on guitar to perform a custom piece created especially for tonight's event to honor and encourage the many immigrants served by EILS. And of course, she is right here. She told me she grew up just a few blocks away, so this is her home, this is her community. And it's being shared, this custom song, for the first time with all of you. So Selena, thank you for being with us tonight. We'd like to welcome Cage Bird, again accompanied by Al Zamora.
Good evening, everybody. It's such a pleasure to be here at Esperanza for such an important event to raise awareness and raise more access to those that are in need. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. I was so honored when I was asked to be here with my parents, both of my parents in the room with me as well, and a really good friend of mine to create this custom piece. You could clap it up for them. So as it was shared, this is a custom piece. We're gonna be letting you guys hear it for the first time here. And I hope that it inspires you to also engage in our shared community for what is possible when we come together for something greater than us. This is Dreamers. Trying to make sense of it all, searching for much more, searching for a place to call my own. The dreams that I had, I know I can grasp. With a helping hand, we can make a difference. Some people don't think we belong in a land that is free, but there's others that know we're all children of God's making, and my smile is my joy, holding to a faith that leads me forward. See me heart to heart, see me as you would see your own, and the dreams that I had, I know I can grasp. With a helping hand, we can make a difference. And they say I'm a dreamer, and together we can build a dreamland. They say I'm a dreamer, and I know we can make dreams of this land. They say I'm a dreamer. dreamer, and I know we can make dreams of this land. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you feel inspired and see yourselves in each other. Thank you again for having me.
Michelle is known for her relentless advocacy of immigrant rights and contributions to legal education. As the founder and director of strategic initiatives of migrants and refugees and the Villanova Interdisciplinary Immigration Studies Training for Advocates, the VISTA program, she has empowered countless immigrants while investing in the next generation of attorneys, advocates, and more. EILS has personally benefited from the VISTA program with as many as 30 students and graduates serving our programs. For an organization like ours, with 2.5 staff, these resources are invaluable. And the connections made ensure that there is an ever-widening net of support for immigrants in our area. I want to take a few moments to share a video from our sponsor, Villanova, that tells us more about the VISTA program, so I'll cue the video.
The Villanova Interdisciplinary Immigration Studies Training for Advocates program, or VISTA, is a 100% online educational program that trains students to become immigrant advocates in the U.S. judicial system. Founded by Villanova professor Michelle Pistone, this program bridges immigration needs to students eager to act in today's current immigration landscape. Our VISTA students make an impactful difference in the lives of immigrants and their families. Villanova's College of Professional Studies is a proud sponsor of Esperanza Legal Services' 4th annual fundraiser, and we continue to support the efforts to open doors to immigrants seeking legal services and a better life.
That is why we are so happy to introduce you as our 2024 EILS Champion honoree. And you have to come over here so we can take a photo together.
So I just want to share a few words. So thanks, Anu and Christine and Mike and the whole board of Esperanza. It's such an honor to be involved in an event about hope for immigrants. And the two themes, really, of tonight's event couldn't have been I wasn't involved in selecting them, but I feel like they're the core of why I do this work. The hope for immigrants and our shared humanity. As to the first, let me start with our shared humanity. I think that this perspective is key to immigration change. When we think about the global migration phenomenon, we sometimes get overwhelmed by the statistics and the headlines. We see numbers like 3.5 million cases pending in immigration court, and it just seems so overwhelming and so huge. But one of the things that I think is that if we come to appreciate that behind each of those numbers is an individual, another human, and that person's family, then we can help to bring them their hopes and their dreams. So our shared humanity compels us to look beyond the statistics and see those individuals, see those human beings. And to me, that encounter with an immigrant is what changes hearts and minds. Being proximate with immigrants and refugees helps us to see and share that humanity. So that's why I love my job, because I get to bring students to immigrants and get them to understand each other. And through that, it's just such a gift. I feel like being able to care for immigrants, to be able to provide them legal services, both of us grow. And I've grown tremendously over the years by doing this work. And the second theme of tonight's event, hope. Hope is such a powerful force. From my experience, I know working with my immigrant clients that hope is what drew them, it's what keeps them going, right? Having that hope for the future. And it guides them in their darkest moments. My clients all share an unwavering belief that a better future is possible. And I think that our role as advocates for immigrants is to nurture that hope. As Pope Francis so eloquently stated, we are not called to live in darkness, but to be people of light, bringing hope to those in need. I love that. Being able to foster someone's hope is such a powerful gift. And so when I reflect on my career, those two themes, together with love, have guided my work for decades. And I love to be able to do this work in community with others. The tasks before us are huge. No one person can do them alone, and I'm tremendously grateful that I get to do it in a group of like-minded advocates. I'm grateful for my colleagues at Villanova, the CARES Clinic. Gabrielle and Catherine are here, and Caitlin, and Pat Brown, now retired, but she was the office administrator with me when I ran the CARES program for decades, and I couldn't have done anything without you, Pat, so thanks for being here. And my Vista colleagues, Mike and Paul. You got to meet Mike on the video. They're sitting at the back table. So they're from the admissions office. So anyone here who's inspired to take Vista, talk to them. And there are colleagues here from the Strategic Initiative for Migrants and Refugees, Gloria and Melanie. They're at this table. And all of my students, there are students from CARES, the clinic that I taught for 20 years at the law school, like Joe and Chris, and Adam might be here as well. And then I have tons of students from Vista who are here tonight, like Gloria and Amanji and Jenny and Marianne and Hillary and John, and there's others I know. Cecilia and Karen. All of these people are actively on the ground doing the work in the trenches for immigrants and advocates, and it's so wonderful to have been able to help you to bridge, to be the bridge between all these passionate champions for immigrant justice and the people who need their help and who get served through Esperanza. So I think that together, we've collectively made a huge impact on the lives of immigrants, and I'm deeply grateful to have been able to do it with all of you. So this recognition is a testament to our collective efforts and to the belief that together we can create a world where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. As we move forward, let's remember that every gesture of support makes a difference. Let's continue to stand together, united in our commitment to fostering hope and seeing the humanity in each individual migrant. If we keep at it, I believe that we will move in the direction of building a more just, compassionate, and humane world for everyone. Thank you again for this recognition.
And now I would like to invite up EILS board member Laura Igarabusa of the Lewis Katz School of Medicine at Temple University to present our next award.
I am so thrilled to introduce Dr. Jack Ludmere, our 2024 EILS Civic Impact honoree. I have just the most incredible admiration for Dr. Ludmere, as I know many people in this room also do. Jack, your leadership has made such a powerful impact on the healthcare landscape for immigrants throughout this city, including in our community of North Philadelphia. The depth of your dedication to improving the lives of immigrants, particularly those with low income and particularly women, is truly inspiring. And thank you for that inspiration. Dr. Ludmere currently serves as the interim chair of obstetrics, gynecology, and reproductive sciences at the Lewis Katz School of Medicine at Temple University, and he's the chief physician executive at Temple's new Women and Families Hospital, which is working to provide equitable health care in Northeast Philadelphia to a largely Latina community. His prior leadership includes serving as the Associate Provost for Community and Global Initiatives at Thomas Jefferson University. He was the co-founder of Puentes de Salud, for which I personally hold him in especially high regard. He was a founder of the Latina Community Health Services and the Jefferson Latina Clinic, and he's a member of the advisory board for the Esperanza Institute for Latino Health Equity. I'd like to take a moment to hear a word from our sponsor, Dr. Ludmir's current employer, Temple Health.
What does it take to change the course of human health? It takes visionaries, pioneers, those bold enough to accelerate medical breakthroughs, innovative enough to solve for the unknown. It takes commitment to enrich patient lives. It takes all of us grounded in the belief that excellence is for everyone. It takes Temple Health.
Your contributions ensure that those we serve have access to the basic human right of health care. Jack, for all those reasons and more, I'm so excited to recognize you tonight as the 2024 EILS Civic Impact Honoree.
Thank you very much for those kind words, Laura. I think Laura was very kind to me because she works with me, covering labor floor. And I also want to acknowledge two of my colleagues from Temple that are dedicated to take care of this community and are practicing obstetrics at Temple. Dr. Faith Pullinger, that actually works at Esperanza Health Center, and Dr. Gabriela Algarroba. So thank you for coming here. So I'm really humble and honored to receive the Civic Impact Recognition from Esperanza Immigration Legal Services and to participate in this magnificent event celebrating hope for immigrants. My gratitude to the EILS board, in particular board chair Michael. Where is Michael? Michael, thank you. And board members, Dr. Igarabusa, Laura. Oh, yeah, she's hiding there. And Walter Tolliver, that we have known each other for some time because I had a close relationship with Esperanza. I want to thank Anu and also Christine for all her help in trying to do this. But he's not here, but really a word of appreciation and gratitude to the Reverend Luis Cortez, the founder and CEO of Esperanza. The Rev is really a true friend and a mentor to me. He taught me that dreams can come true with dedication and perseverance, so we can improve El Barrio and support and elevate our community. So I know that Luis and Danny are having a good time in Puerto Rico, and they're coming back. And they're participating, quote unquote, in a retreat for not-for-profits of Hispanic organizations. So anyway, so a few words. I'm a high-risk obstetrician that I think I have dedicated my life to reduce the burden of maternal, infant, and morbidity and mortality locally and globally, in particular in Latin America. For the last 20 years, with the help of my wife, Lima, sitting right there, who really is my source of inspiration. She has devoted her life to help immigrant pregnant women 24/7, and I mean 24/7, really providing concierge services in all aspects of care for free. And I also, in conjunction with my colleagues from Puentes de Salud, I really want to recognize here Orfelina Payne, Lina, that is our executive director. And Annette Silva, that is really the soul of Puentes. I think we were talking for how long we have known each other working with migrants quite a bit of time, so thank you for coming. I also want to recognize the Latina Community Health Services at the Ludmir Center for Women's Health, based at Penn these days, and the Jefferson La Clinica Clinic and others. And our efforts have been directed to support the growing Hispanic immigrant population here in Philly, especially providing free prenatal care to the uninsured and undocumented. Our mission is to provide care and support regardless of the ability to pay or country of origin, recognizing that even though our language and family values are common to all Hispanics, we need to understand and respect the uniqueness and the difference that we have by regions and countries, and I think that is very important. I've been very fortunate to work in every country in Latin America, and I think it's an advantage to understand the difference between a catracho and un guanaco and un chapín. And I think it's important because I think when you deal with different populations, instead of just putting them under the same umbrella, recognizing the uniqueness of each individual creates a stronger bond. I want to finalize my remarks sharing a story that is a real story. We're talking about stories here. And this is a story that is a source of inspiration and reflect what we're celebrating, our shared humanity. So Maria is a 40-year-old from Honduras that had just arrived in Philadelphia. And she's pregnant for the third time, and she starts her care in our free clinic when she is 3 months pregnant. Her teenage sons have been murdered by gangs in Honduras. And the reason for that is that they refused to join the gangs. And Maria's life was threatened. So her only choice for survival, as many others, was to leave her country. And this is true. On her way to America, crossing Mexico on top of trains, she was raped. So she shows up with us, and to make even things a little bit more challenging and more difficult, I diagnosed her with a baby that is carrying a genetic condition. And for confidentiality, I'm not going to give details. But despite all these challenges that Maria had sustained, when I asked her how was she able to cope with everything, and by the way, always with a smile, she simply said, with love. And because sometimes God will send her angels in her path, like us, to help her through the journey. When Maria expressed these words, we realized how fortunate and privileged we are to care for people like Maria, helping them through a safe childbearing experience and bringing healthy babies to the world. So I really want to thank you for this honor. I have other friends that have come and joined me. You can hear from my nice accent, I'm a native Philadelphian, right? Actually, I am born in Philly, but I was raised in Peru for some of my friends here, including a member of your board, Gonzalo, que es peruano. So my friend Javier Daly, Rosemary. But I really appreciate this because taking care of migrants transformed my life from being an academic and sitting in Ivy Towers like Harvard at Penn for a long time. I think this is what has really changed my life and my wife's life, to try to do what everyone here is trying to do, to try to make a difference, to really share our humanity, and to respect each other. Thank you.
Big congratulations to the honorees. Thank you so much. Michelle and Jack, it's an honor to meet you here tonight. Thank you for all your hard work in the community that you do every single day, and clearly it does not go unnoticed, so thank you again. We are inspired, of course, by your dedication and your compassion and your leadership, and I think all of you can share the same sentiments because you all probably have shared a part in that as well, in leading this community, so we thank you. And before we move on to the next part of the program, we have one final honor to give a member of the EILS family who is with us tonight. So to tell us more about this special person, here is Esperanza founder and CEO, Reverend Luis Cortez.
Hi, I'm Reverend Cortez, CEO of Esperanza. Michelle, congratulations on your award. Same with you, Jack, who I've known for many years. I'm very proud of you and all the work you've done in the Americas. Now, I want to take a moment to talk about somebody else, Ken George. Ken, I don't know if you remember, we met back in 1981. I was a young man wandering the halls of the American Baptist churches. I peeked into your office because you had an office right near Jose Ortiz, who used to be a member of this committee. And I peeked into your office and you looked at me and was like, who the hell are you? And I said, what do you do? And you explained what you did with humanitarian aid in the United States. So from then to now, you have always been dedicated to refugee work in the Americas. And for that, I don't know how we thank you. But from the Esperanza side, there are two things I want to point out to this group. First of all, you gave us a grant when you were at the American Baptist Churches USA. And that grant became EILS. I don't know if you even remember. The first money EILS ever received was a $10,000 grant from Ken George. And more importantly, or maybe not, this past graduation at Esperanza College had two outstanding students. Esperanza College was started with a grant from, yeah, you guessed it, Ken George. Gave us the first two $10,000 grants to start Esperanza College. And Ken, this year, our two top graduates was a young woman from Guatemala who came to this country to get ahead. And you made it possible with that grant. But our salutatorian was a young man who came from the Dominican Republic. Who knew when you invested in Esperanza that you would still be helping immigrants coming into this country? Ken George, you have touched the lives of millions of people that you don't even know. God bless you. Congratulations.
Reverend Luis really wanted to be here tonight, and so really, he's really sorry he couldn't be here tonight. But on behalf of the entire EILS Board of Directors, Ken, we wanted to give you this EILS Award of Excellence to show our appreciation for all you have done to help us grow from a small organization to what EILS is today. Thank you so much, Ken.
Thank you.
Wow. Nobody's more surprised than me. It's been a great journey. As Louise said, we go way back. And there was also a $25,000 grant that he didn't mention. But I tell folks, when even before Esperanza became a reality, there were Danny Ortiz and Louise in their small Spanish Baptist church in North Philly came to me and said, there's an abandoned building next to our church. We would like to convert it to 7 units of low-income elderly housing. So I went back to my folks at the office and said, we'd like to help these folks. So they came up with a $25,000 grant for that housing. And of course, they built upon that and did the housing, and they went much further to what you see today. And I'm just proud to be part of that, a small part of it, because I love this organization, and I really, really feel honored to be a part of it. Thank you so much.
Just a quick announcement about Ken. This might sound like we're saying goodbye to him, but I want to assure everyone in this room, Ken just started a new 3-year term on the board of directors, so he has a lot more work to do. So let's get back to it next week.
Thank you, Walter and Ken. Ken, thank you for all the work that you've done. That was such a sweet moment just to see them all up here. I know you guys are holding back tears because I know we were over here, so thank you so much for allowing us to see that. Next, you're going to have an opportunity to come with us on a telling of the EILS story as a presence, accessible source of hope right here in this neighborhood, in this community. So please join EILS and animator Coloma Love as they capture the sights and senses of what it means to arrive to a place that is so different, so unfamiliar, and to travel that journey, that long journey towards hope.
At Esperanza Immigration Legal Services, the clients we serve have one thing in common. They've all embarked on an immigrant's journey. It starts when a person makes the difficult decision to leave home.
The place where I am from is beautiful, filled with beaches and mango trees, but there's no opportunity for us.
I wanted to take care of my family, to get my children a good education. I couldn't do that there.
Our mission at EILS is to make sure our clients know that they are not alone on their journey. Immigrating to the U.S. can be isolating, and the application process to obtain legal status can feel overwhelming.
I felt lost and rootless. Without full legal status, I felt like I was nothing.
Our goal is to remove the barriers, starting with free representation. At EILS, we guide our clients in their native language. And our offices are centrally located in Esperanza's campus in Hispanic North Philadelphia, where many of our clients live and work.
I could just walk to EILS after work and got good quality legal help for free in Spanish. That all helped ease my nerves.
At Esperanza's campus, clients can also access a range of other services to build their new life in the U.S. Obtaining status means stability and an expansion of options.
I was finally able to vote.
I was so relieved that I could visit my home country and come back to the U.S.
And with my papers, I could finally run for city council.
The immigrant's journey isn't just about the destination, but our shared humanity along the way. For our clients, gaining status is the next step to building a home here, one that is filled with joy, community, and hope. Let us build that hope for many more families together.
The video said that we really hope that this neighborhood and this community continues to be a landing place for immigrants for many, many years to come. And we also hope that Esperanza Immigration Legal Services can keep its doors open to provide the important immigration services that all of our new friends and community members need as they come to the country. What EILS provides to its clients is a place of trust and a place of comfort where they know that the people here understand them, they know what their journey has been like, and they help guide them on a process that is unfortunately very complicated. And as Anu said earlier tonight, while we believe the work that we're doing already is important and special, there's a lot that we need to do to continue to grow. And everyone in this room who came here tonight has helped us in our mission by being here, by either buying a ticket or paying for a sponsorship, and we greatly appreciate that. But this is a fundraiser, and I am here to help get us to our fundraising goal tonight. They don't tell me the goal until I walk in, and I've been told that we are looking to raise one last small amount of $10,000 before the night is over. And they don't give me a script for this. I have to come up here and walk everyone through the process. So I'm going to ask everyone to do who's willing. This is completely voluntary. You guys locked the doors yet? Not yet. All right. But if you could all consider picking up your cell phones and texting GIVE to the number 833-201-1575. And your cell phone is going to walk you through some prompts that will allow you to make a donation to help get me off the stage and everyone home without being tortured too much. And but I do want to let you guys know that we do have a golden night to raise $10,000, but there is an incredible incentive to donating. There is an anonymous donor amongst us who has said that if we hit our $10,000 goal, they will add $5,000 in additional funds to help us meet our needs for the community. And any amount of any donation will make a difference. But what we're going to do is, hopefully in a moment, we're going to put up a thermometer that will show us how close we are to reaching our goal. And as the text donations come in, we will know how close we are to getting me down. So I like to start this part of the night by reminding everyone, Michelle, you said something amazing, which is we don't represent statistics at EILS. Every one of our clients is a real person with a real story. And that's the beauty, and that's why it's so easy to get excited about what we do here. And so I'm going to read you a quote from one of our clients, Patricia. Patricia was someone who our organization helped. Patricia said, "Things change when you are a citizen. A lot of doors open. You feel like this country is your home. You have more value and power. I can't wait for the presidential election so that I can vote. I am proud of becoming a United States citizen. I recommend everyone who can to become a citizen, and I recommend EILS to accompany them through this process." That's a beautiful quote, and because of generous gifts like the ones we do here today, Patricia became a citizen herself. There was money donated at one of these events that helped Patricia reach her goal. And not only did Patricia become a citizen, she referred her mother and stepfather to EILS, who also became citizens as well. And they are so happy to be members of our community. All right, the thermometer is up and running. We are 1/10 of the way there already. So let me tell you a little bit about what I try to do to kill time while we make $9,000. Our show director gives me two instructions. She says, work the room and try to put some fun in fundraising. And I'm not that funny. My partners who are here and my family who are here will tell you that I'm not as funny as I think I am. So instead of trying to be funny and do stand-up about nonprofits, which wouldn't really get me very far, I decided to go in the other direction and write down like the 5 worst jokes I could find on the internet and see if it would encourage people to just donate a little faster so you don't have to hear them all. So we have a long way to go, so it looks like I have some jokes to tell. Let me start off with a banger, and this is a good one. How long do you have to tickle an octopus to make it laugh? How long? Anyone know? It takes 10 tickles to make an octopus laugh. 10 tickles. All right, look, that made $1,000, that joke. It was that bad that someone's like, get this guy off the stage. Let me do a different quote before I get to my next joke, because we're doing well here. We're a third of the way there. We had a client named Clarice who said, and this is, again, this shows how much it means to our clients to receive the services we get. Clarice said, "I set high expectations for myself to work hard so that I can be a part of the fabric of this country, the city of Philadelphia, and the community in Hunting Park. I am willing to help my community to see it prosper. I want to plant the knowledge I have from my country here. I want to, if possible in the future, run for a local political office because I am moved to make an impact in my community and committed to find solutions." Again, that's amazing. This is the sentiment, and this is what we're working for here tonight, and this is what your donations will help us bring to these people who really want to be not just, give security to their family, but to also help add to the community and make it better. So, okay, we're moving along. How about some pirate jokes? Did people like pirate jokes? Yeah, we got some pirate joke people here. I knew it. I know, I could tell you're a pirate card. We can do some audience participation for this one. What is a pirate's favorite letter? You're all wrong. Pirates prefer the sea. The sea. The sea. Because that's where their boats go, in the sea. Not the sea. Come on, people. All right, let's see if I can do better than that. Where do pirates get their hooks? Where do they go to get their hooks? You know the answer? All right, do you know it? No? Okay, all right. Pirates get their hooks at the second-hand store. We got $2,700, and you won't hear the rest of my jokes. It's up to you. Okay, here's a bad one. What did the magician say to the fisherman? No one? Pick a cod, any cod. So that joke works both ways, because the fisherman could say it to the magician, but then he'd be kind of offending him because he's like, yeah, you're making fun of me. All right. So my son's here right now, and he's used to this. Noah, are you okay? He's hiding right now. So this is life at home with the Malvi family. We had $2,000. If anybody, I tell you what, I'm going to speed things up a little bit. If anyone can guess the punchline to this joke, I will personally donate $200. So if someone guesses the punchline of this, I will get us there. This one's easy. There's a lot of kids in the audience. I bet a kid gets it. How do trees get on the internet? Oh my God, there's 150 people. Yes, thank you. Hey, thank you. Was that my son? All right, good job. $200. My wife will take care of that. All right, we are $1,000 away. I'm running out of jokes. What kind of, wow, Gonzalo, thank you. Gonzalo's on the board. He's like, get this guy off stage. All right, this is a joke that is appropriate tonight. What kind of awards, if we had a dentist up here who, we wanted to honor, what kind of award would we give the dentist? No, we'd give him a little plaque. A little plaque, hey. Not bad, sorry, no donation for that one. All right, we are so close, so close. I have one joke left, and it's so close. All right, last one. Did you guys hear the rumor going around about butter? Have you heard the rumor? Oh, nice work, nice work. That was my son. You know that the jokes came from, you know where he gets it from. He may be up here in a couple of years. Oh my gosh. All right, I might have to go to my backup jokes here. Hey, all right, thank you. All right, so thank you to everybody who donated. We are just about done our program. I would like to do a special shout out to, first of all, every member of our amazing board of directors who is here tonight. Thank you for all the hard work you do and for all the support that you have. I want to also give a shout out to Christine Nieves, who's in the back of the room, standing up, who's waving. Every single thing that went right tonight, including the weather, is thanks to Christine. She picked the date. She knew it would be picture perfect with fluffy clouds. She's 3 for 3 in picking beautiful days for this. So everyone, this has been an amazing evening. I really appreciate you coming out on a Thursday night and supporting us. You have, every one of you have just, whether you know it or not, you have changed the lives of people. And it's hard not to get excited about this. So thanks and have a good night.
I travel alone, but no, I am never alone. Found myself in love with someone that I do not know. myself in love with someone I